It is Money Monday, a segment here at 4 where we talk about easy to understand ways to navigate your finances. Here to help us out is financial expert Paul Hood from Hood CPAs. Paul, it's good to see you.
We have good to see you. Yeah, I'm excited.
It's fun. We got 3 viewer questions, so let's go ahead and jump right in. Our first question is from Jennifer. Jennifer says, I work as a W-2 employee for the Cherokee Nation. Is there such a thing as a state tribal exemption for taxes?
So the answer to that is yes and no. And it's kind of a complex thing. So the rule says if you're a tribal member, you work for your tribe, and you live on tribal land, you don't have to pay state income taxes. Well, that's like saying, a foreign country is here, because it is. The Cherokee Nation is its own country. The problem is there's virtually no tribal land. So very few people qualify for that because it's tribal member, work for the tribe, live on tribal land. Now, McGirt has come along and caused all kinds of confusion. So we're recommending a lot of people go ahead and file that claim, even though the state of Oklahoma is going to fight it, because McGirt basically said, nope, federal government, you screwed up. This is still tribal land. So she should probably go ahead and file that claim. They're going to deny it, but at least she has it on record to be able to get it.
And wait and see, maybe the courts will get involved and
Exactly.
they'll figure all that out. Okay. Our next question is from Adam, and Adam says, is it possible to have 2 primary residences? The houses are in 2 different cities, and I work in both locations. I've also offered to allow my sister to stay in one of the houses for a lower rent fee.
So you would think that would be an easy question, right? This is my world. What you think is an easy question is not. So primary residence means 1 residence. Well, the rule says, the reason they're asking is there's a rule that says if you sell a primary residence, you can exclude up to $250,000 worth of gain. The rule says if it's a primary residence for 2 of the last 5 years. So if he had a house, say in Kansas City, that was his primary residence, house in Tulsa for first 2 years, and 2 years after that is his primary residence, and he still has that one, he can have 2 primary residences. They're going to look at where does he vote, where's his driver's license. So if a person has a house in another city and qualifies and hasn't sold it for 3 years, you can sell both of them.
Very interesting. All right. Well, our last question is from Mike. Mike says, I have owned a rental property with my brother for 12 years. We bought another one using a 1031 exchange. Now I want to buy my brother out of the new property. What is the proper way to do this?
So I'm not sure the purpose for that question.
Okay.
So if you buy a home or a rental property and then you 1031, which means it's a like kind exchange, we bought another property, we rolled our gain into that one, then when you sell that replacement property, you have to pay taxes on that gain unless you do another 1031. So if 2 brothers do a 1031 and then brother 1 wants to buy brother 2 out, it's simple, you just buy him out, but brother 2 now has to pay taxes.
Okay.
So there's no strategy available there unless brother 2 takes half his proceeds and goes in 1031s into another home.
Okay. All right. Paul, thank you so much. If you have a question, financial question for Paul, you would like me to ask Paul next week, you can send them to us at moneymonday@griffin.news.